Ah. Oh, I see. Well, what characters did you play against? Okay. Ah. Okay. So the losers match wasn't that bad though, but you didn't like get massacred or anything. It's just pretty much you dropped the combo, made a mistake, and you capitalized on it. You had pretty much a free win. Well, not free win, but yeah, just a get out of jail free card as I call it. All right, cool. Sure, yeah. There's always next time. So you're still learning, and then this is what we're doing this for. It's to see what you need to work on, what things you're doing good, and then give you some homework for you to work on later on. Normally, the way I do these sessions, I do a first of 3, and then just to see where you're at and play you, and then from there on, I give you some advice as far as what you can do more, what you can do less of, and then try to implement that in your next few games as we go along. Alright, cool. Alright, let's just go ahead and get started here. Been trying to practice out my Steve here. Worked on a bit yesterday and an hour today. Get my combos crispy.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7, Steve Fox.
Steve is a good character. He's super strong, safe. Really, it's just a matter of you pressuring the opponent, capitalizing on their mistakes, especially with punishes and just making them really feel the heat, with the back ones and all the counter hit moves he's got. Yeah, the good thing about Steve is that, like I said, he is safe and strong, but the bad thing is that his punishment game isn't that great. So sometimes you just have to just understand that, okay, I can only get a Sonic Fang out of this, but it's better than nothing. Right. Yeah, like his 15 frame is just forward 1 + 2 or something like that, and it's just like, what can you do, No, you just have to take the damage and keep going.
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
Oh my god, I'm gonna clip that one later. I'm gonna clip that one later.
Round 3. Fight.
Nice. Oh, nice power crush.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Ah, somebody saw it.
You want to try me, Gov?
Get ready for the next battle.
It's the power of the Steve.
Round 1. Fight.
Shoot! Shoot!
Great. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. Great. Round 4. Fight.
Hey, you want to try me, Gov?
Alright, Steve is definitely coming along. I remember there were a couple of our last matches from Way Yonder.
Get ready for
Definitely
the next
improved.
battle.
Yep. Yep. Good, good. What was that you noticed? Yeah, 442 is kind of, I mean, it depends on the range, because even though Sonic Fang works, it may not work max range.
KO. Round 2. 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO.
Hey, you.
All right, go back to the lobby here. Discussed a few things. So I think you like to press a lot of buttons. That's just one thing with Steve, especially when you're playing against Steve. You need a little bit more patience. You always gotta watch out for counter hit attempts. Also, be aware when you hit your opponent. I think you have some awareness of that. In fact, that when you hit someone, then you can pretty much take your turn again. That's one thing that you'll have to also be aware of when you get hit as well. Because sometimes when you get hit, sometimes your impulse may be when to press buttons to try to get out of the situation. But with Steve, sometimes they may catch you with a homing move, especially his homing move, down 4-2, counter hit, guarantees him a combo, back one, some stuff like that. So I say keep in mind whenever you get hit, just stay focused, try to block, backdash, whatever, try to move away from the situation rather than pressing buttons to get out of something. Otherwise, with Steve, just be patient. He's kind of one of those characters that you can either decimate the opponent if they don't know what they're doing, or if they know what they're doing, if they're a decent player, then you're gonna have to play the long game. You're gonna have to just poke, try to do a little bit here, a little bit there, catch them slipping, and then that way you can do whip punishes, catch them with 4-4-2, Sonic Fang, and then try to mix them up with various stances. Like after you hit with a 2-1, transition into the peekaboo, mix them up with the low. I didn't do it either, but neither of us did the peekaboo down 1, right? Which can also be done by full crotch down 4-1. That's a really good low. Gives them like +2 on hit. But stuff like that, always try to mix it up. Stay in flicker as well. At the wall, power presses are good. Using the flicker back twos as well as the what else is there? Like the quarter circle forward 1. It's always a good one, good mid safe wall splat. It's super good. Even in the open, it's really good. So I guess just a couple of pointers, like be aware of the side steps, be aware of you getting hit. That way you don't start pressing buttons. Just do a few jab checks down 1. I'm sorry, 1 down forward 1, stuff like that, just to see what your opponent can do. That way you're not over committing to doing anything. But other than that, I think your Steve is progressing along. So let's see what you can implement as into your next games. And if there's anything that you see me doing that you like, feel free to take it as your own. I have a unique play style at times, so it may kind of fit.
Steve Fox.
Yep. Yeah, that'll. Yeah, that just takes some time.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's like one of those things you see enough times, it just ends up clicking in your head, muscle memory. Although I haven't really, used this character that much in an actual versus match, I just labbed it up and made an effort to kind of, make it a point to, whenever I see this happen, then do this type of thing. But some people just need more training, more practice, more scenarios to get themselves to do it without having to think.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight.
Oh, really?
Hey, you. You want to try me, Gov?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I always look for a chance. If I hit something with and I can transition to flicker, yeah, it makes up city time. So it's just one of those things that I try to take advantage of as much as possible. But if you blocked, then that would be a different story.
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. KO. You
Okay.
win.
Hey, you. Want to try me, Gov?
Oddly enough, you can sidestep right if they do the whole string. The second hit, it's normally you think it's a left. You can sidestep left, but you actually sidestep right. I think it tracks the left.
Get ready for the next
But of course,
battle.
it is a high. Yes, you can duck it, or you can parry it. You know, you just come in. You know, I know a lot of people, Steve's don't really use parry, but you know the string is coming. Of course, he's got the mid. option too. So if you try to duck, then you can do the mid instead. That's the only thing you gotta be scared about.
Round one. Fight.
Nice. Nice, there you go. Oh no.
KO. Round two. Fight.
Good.
KO. Round three. Fight. KO. Round four. Fight.
Yes, punch.
KO. Final round. Fight.
Hey, you want to try me, Gov?
Get ready for the next battle.
One thing you can always try out is jab, right? If even though you block it, you still +1 on block. So throwing out a back one is not a bad idea because that makes it a 12 frame potential counter hit. So if you know some people are trying to press buttons, maybe they're trying to do maybe a slightly slower move like a down forward one to check you, your back one will beat them out. And of course, you know, using back one a lot when you're hitting people, like with down forward one, do down forward one, do back one, just to check them, see if they can press buttons. If they don't press buttons, you're safe. If they do press buttons, free counter hit combo.
Round one. Fight.
See?
KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO.
Nice, good down there too.
Round 4. Fight. KO.
What a last one.
Final round. Fight.
I pressed 2 instead of 1. I didn't get the
Hey,
the punch.
You want to try me, Gov?
I got 2 ridiculous things in the session. It's crazy.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Nice, get back.
KO.
Nice, nice.
Round 2. Fight. KO.
Alright.
Round 3. Fight. Perfect.
Well, that was all kinds of messed up there. Good stuff.
Hey, you want to try
Didn't
me,
break any
Gov?
throws. Got a counter hit. Well, that's what you want to do. Yes.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's really difficult with players trying to get out of the flowchartness. But honestly, it's like one of the easiest things to get into, just because, like, hey, if this works, do this. If this doesn't work, then do this. You know, it's just, it helps separates the men from the boys in this game. Right.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that was one. How this? Nice. I'm a bit. I will die. Nope.
KO. Round two. Fight.
Nice. Good count. Good job. Ah, you did.
KO. Round three.
It's very good. Yeah,
Fight.
safe. Oh yeah. Oh. Catch. Nice, good back one. I get into the habit of doing the
You lose.
Hey, you.
down for two,
You wanna try me,
duck
yo?
into one, even though it doesn't hit. I should not do that. Bad habit. Amber says, but just pick a top tier. Every move is a good move. That's true.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, jeez. Paul is not that bad. I think Ling is a harder matchup for Steve. Just because of all the different... I mean, she got a small hitbox and all the stances kind of avoid some of the stuff. It's a hard time.
Round one. Fight. KO. Round two. Fight.
Nice. Oh, good one.
Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
Good. Oh, we got tricky there.
KO.
Hey, you.
I was about to jump in, or not jump in. I was about to dash in and do a down forward one, but luckily you did the rage art a little too early. It's really hard to catch. I mean, you know, the good thing with Steve's rage art, it's 13 frames. You can actually punish stuff with it too. It's great. Hop kick, punch hop kick. You see someone try to do a hot YOLO hop kick, just punish them with rage art. I mean, and you might as well do upward 2 then. This upward 2 is faster. And,
Round
I
1.
think it gives him a stronger combo than upward 1.
KO.
And not blocking no down back
Round
twos.
2. Fight.
Good. Good. Good back one.
Round 3. Fight.
Right back. Nope. Oh my god, I thought I was not gonna hit from the side. Am I still alive? Oh!
KO.
Gotta shake my hand. Good game.
Round 4. Fight.
Good, nice.
KO. Final round. Fight.
Ooh, good up for one. I was gonna go for the
You lose.
Hey, you.
the
You
guard
wanna try
break.
me, Gov?
I know. I was like, maybe he'll freeze up, but nope. Yeah, capitalize on that good stuff.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yes. One win at a time. One round at a time. One punch at a time.
Round one. Fight.
Nice. Oh, my combo.
KO. Round two. Fight.
Oh, okay. Oh. This one? Oh. The trick is you hold back after you do back 2 and then press 3+4 and then it helps you transition faster. That's how I do it.
KO. Round three. Fight.
Oh, God.
KO. Round four. Fight.
Oh, nice launch. Do
KO.
it.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. Oh, I'm dead. Good one.
You lose.
It's like as soon as you see me
You wanna try me?
throw out a limb, rage art. Did Steve get buffed? Yeah, he got some good stuff. He actually got buffed in season 2. Got a new launching Rage Drive launch.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1.
Oh, I don't know what else he's got. I mean, I could do like 75. Oh. Communication error. It looks like Harada decided to kick us off. Alright, I'll create another one. Alright, let's see.
Welcome to the King of Iron, Steve Fox.
Yeah, so far I'm seeing that your back 1 placement is pretty good. So that's, at least you got that down. It's just, I think you'll have to work on like optimizing your combos, like you said. Wall carry situations, you know, that's pretty much where Steve really, you know, excels. He's getting that extra damage.
Get ready for the next battle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, flicker, yeah, back on 1, yeah. Yeah, the key to doing that is, yeah. Yes, run up, go into flicker, and then you immediately press the back 1. Like so, you do you know, back 3+4 and flicker into back 1, and then do back 1, and then after the second 1 hits, transition into the albatross, and then do the albatross 2.
Fight.
So it takes a lot of practice. Good.
KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
Oh, good break.
Great.
It's activated. Sometimes people like flinch, you know.
Get
Press
ready
button.
for the next battle. Round one. Fight.
Oh, nice mix up.
KO. Round two. Fight.
Nice. I'm about to throw it out myself.
Round three. Fight.
Get back up.
KO. Round four. Fight.
Good up.
Great. Final round. Fight. KO.
Yep. Press the button after
You
Ducking one. It's only -7.
Try me,
It's
Gov.
pretty bad. Should not have pressed the button. Good stuff. Good stuff.
get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see my deal. Oh, really? Okay.
KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO.
Yeah, I know you can do back one in between that string. I was like, all right. I was waiting for that moment. Is he gonna throw it out? Although I think he did throw it out a few times. I didn't capitalize,
For
but
the next battle.
I figured now is the time. So we can play a couple more Steve matches, and as a bonus, I'll throw in a character, another character you want me to play against you in the first of 3 or something. Like you know, you want me to play with Jack or Paul or Bears, whichever one you want. I'll play against you with that character. Get some diversity.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, okay.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Uh-huh. Oh, gotcha. Yep.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
that's one of those things that when Steve is behind in life, it's very difficult for him to come back because then you gotta start throwing out like riskier things. So it's like trying to maintain the life lead is in Steve's best interest. Because once you're a little bit, like or way below, it's really hard to come back from. Wait, who has been following? John? Ah.
Round 1.
Gotcha.
Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight.
Okay. Nice.
KO.
Yeah, he mistimed my combo. I'm like, wait a second, he's not that high.
Fight. KO.
A couple more Steve. And then we'll get some Paul action.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, come on.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Oh, good launch.
KO.
Coming on my dash.
Round 4. Fight.
Oh,
KO. Final round. Fight.
oh, really? Okay. Oh, nice. Shows you're improving, man. Oh, okay.
KO.
What does he use?
You win.
Hey, you. You wanna try?
Kazumi, Geese, and Yoshimitsu. Okay. I'm really surprised. Like, I mean, figured that Geese is well played.
To the king of
Around here,
this tournament,
not many people play with Geese, but
Paul Phoenix.
I played them enough online and you know, some other sessions that I got the matchup down. It's just refreshing my you know, the moves and blocks and punishments and whatnot.
Get ready for the next battle.
No, you said Geese. Oh, so he used Negan? Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say, like, well, probably people don't know much about the Negan matchup because he's even more rarely played. Okay. Okay. You're pretty much just falling for the
Round
same
one.
old stuff with Negan.
Fight.
I just didn't know how to do anything. Ooh, go back one. Nice there.
KO.
Dang, Power Crush absorbed all of that.
Round
That's
two.
crazy.
Fight.
Duck the back one too. Back one too. Duck, yep. There you go.
KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. KO. Final round. Fight. KO.
Yeah, trying to force you to take an opportunity. That's why I'm throwing out more death fists. I'm like, come on, you can do it. Sonic Fang, you could.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever we play a matchup, or whenever I play a matchup, typically, I always try to, tell myself, okay, remember these important punishes. These moves coming out at some point. Maybe they won't, but when try to visualize it. Okay, that way it'll keep it fresh in your mind. So when you do see it, then you know how to react to it. And then, before a match starts, I always try to warm up my punishes. Okay, Sonic Fang, and then, whenever Steve's got to punish some certain things, start to visualize in my mind what these moves look like, and duck strings, punch parry, whatever I got.
Round 1. Fight.
Good block.
KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight.
Nice. Wow.
Great. Round 4. Fight. KO. Final round. Fight.
Oh, good launch. Yeah, okay. Power of the Paul, man. It's just always got to watch out for the Phoenix Smasher, especially those who don't care. It's just they just throw it out, and because Steve doesn't really have a very good punish, it's like I can throw out like 3 of them
Get ready for the
to equal
next
one of
battle.
your, or no, so yeah, throw out 3 Death Fists in order for it to be equal to 1 on hit. So good risk versus reward. And that cortical back one that he does, that I caught you with a few times, that's actually 0 on block. The other one, a regular down one, that's -9, which comes out of like he has a couple of options after that. But the cortical back run, yeah, it's 0 on block, puts you in crouch. So best not to do anything afterwards, as you've seen.
1, 2.
Round 1. Fight.
Good.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Nice.
KO.
Yeah, I was like,
Round
okay.
3. Fight.
Oh. Nice back one. Ah, okay, good. Good mix up. Okay. Nice, good catch.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Yeah, his way back is, you know, you can hold it back and it extends his range or his back sway, or you can cancel it into another move. All right, this will be our last match here,
Get ready for
and
the
then
next battle.
we'll finish up with some pointers, and then some things you can kind of work on after the fact.
Round 1. Fight. 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. You
All right,
win.
good games, Maverick. Good stuff. That's okay. It's Paul. You know, it is what it is with Paul. You know, if it was another character, it probably would be a lot closer. All right, so a couple things. Obviously, number one, trying to optimize your combos and work on your hit confirms with counters. I think you mentioned that earlier, so that's something you'll work on. Two, just I would say work on your patience. It's okay to not press buttons, and as I mentioned with Steve, sometimes you just have to go play the long game. You know, do a couple of pokes here, do some down ones, down forward ones, jabs. Just get a feel of the opponent, and you know, I think learning defense with Steve is probably one of the best things about the character. If you have good defense, then Steve is really strong. But if you are, you know, like you said, I know you're learning, but if your defense is not that good, then all you have is offense with Steve, and sometimes I can get, you know, averted because some people are just really patient, and then they'll just watch you swing and start seeing you whiff, and then punishing your whiff punishes. So learn a little bit more patience, change up the timing of your attacks, just like wait, you know, don't go ham all of a sudden, just, you know, just to stay focused, stay patient, doing some mids, some checking, and then back away, you know, back dash away, go in a bit. Sometimes dashing in forward and not doing anything will allow you to see what the opponent is going to do. Is he going to try to launch you? Is he going to just stand there and do nothing? So all of that stuff kind of formulates into your overall game plan, and then in which case you can help learn how to adapt to your opponent better. Also, I would say with Steve, learn how to transition into the various stances he's got. Like, for example, the Albatross can transition into Peekaboo, and in which case sometimes you can cut your combo short, and like, you know, how he does the flicker into Albatross. Well, instead of the Albatross 2 punch, you can do the Albatross and then into Peekaboo, and that should put you close to your opponent to where you can do a mix-up. If the opponent is going to get up, then you can go for a throw or another mid, you know, to mix them up. If they're going to stand grounded, then you can do like a Peekaboo down 2, hit some grounded, stuff like that. So there's some mix-ups, and then what else is there? Just also, again, just be more aware of your hits. So, you know, when you hit something, back one. I think you've gotten a lot better with that over time in our session here, so that was good. The strengths that you had throughout the whole match is your back one placement. Like, you know, there are times where I'm thinking, okay, he's not going to be doing anything. Next thing you know, back one. I'm like, oh man, you know, maybe I should have waited a little longer. But it's kind of hard to tell because your timing with back one is pretty difficult to figure out. So you're mixing that up really well. So that was really good. And then also, you know, some of your clutch gameplays has been really good with the Rage Drive Sonic Bang and your conversion to a combo. So that was really good. And then your placement and some of the throws. I mean, I tried to break some throws here and there and couldn't catch them. So that was part of me not being waiting to expect those throws. But you caught me with a few throws that I was not ready for at all. So that was good on you for that. Awesome. Is there any questions or anything that you want to talk about before we finish up here? Oh, like the movement aspect of it. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay. Yep. It's called the massage. That's all. Let's call it that. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah, that one. The other one that I like to do sometimes, which I didn't get around to doing, is the 4-2-1 into flicker cancel into while standing 1-2. I mean, it does the same amount of damage as the sway back into 1. So really, there isn't there isn't no reason to do the while standing 1-2. But I think it just looks cooler. But the massage, so to speak, is that one's a difficult one. I also recommend setting a 3+4 button. I don't know if you have one as well, but if you do, then doing the combo of where you do the flicker into 1-1 Albatross 2, it makes it a lot easier because you can do the tailspin, dash up, and then press the back and then the 3+4 button, and then slide over to press 1-1. That means by the time you do that, you'll be already in flicker stance. So it's kind of like a slide motion, the back 3-4 into 1-1, and then once you get that part down, then you can time it to where you press the 3+4 into the Albatross spin 2. Yeah. So the trick is learning when to go into doing flicker 1-1, and you have to kind of look at your opponent and see if his legs are still up in the air. If they are, then that means you can hit him with the flicker 1-1. If they are falling back down, then you won't hit him with it. That means you're too slow. Yeah, start off with the combo like down forward 1-2-1 flicker into 1 down 1, right, and then dash in and then try to do the rest of it. If you can do that consistently, then you can sneak in another flicker punch. I can do down forward 1-2-1 flicker punch, and then do the flicker into down 1 tailspin, and then you can dash in and do the rest of it. That's like the more I'd say about maybe 3 or 4 more points of damage. So I mean, it's worth to learn if you can do it consistently, and good wall carry. Awesome. All right, and I guess the final thing here is just to get some feedback from you. What did you think of the session overall? Did you have a good time, or something that I can improve on? Yeah. 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 I say Steve is like 4 days old. So, yeah. So, if you ever have any type of questions on any type of matchup or Steve in general, I mean, I'm not like a Steve expert, but I played against enough Steves to know what he's capable of. You know, I mean, I may not be able to execute it myself right away, but in time, if I practice the character for like 2 weeks straight, I'm pretty sure I can do what most Steves can do right off the bat. Yeah. Like I said, I've never really used them in like against a real person, like especially at this length. So it was very interesting to be able to play against someone like that. So it's especially someone who knows how to play Steve. So using my Steve against somebody who has a better more experience with Steve, that's a challenge in itself with me too. They are, because it tests a lot of things: your patience, your knowledge against your character. Just trying to outwit the opponent. You know, just trying to figure out, okay, what can I do to make this guy sweat. Awesome. Well, thanks again, Maverick, for the opportunity to help work with you on your game. And like I said, feel free to reach out with me whenever you need any additional help or questions that you want answered. I'll be happy to help you with that. And then we will see you this Thursday for the tournament. Okay, great. Well, looking forward to seeing you, man. And I'll be posting up the brackets probably later tonight, so that way everybody can see who they're playing. And of course, it'll subject to change if anybody joins in the last minute. Awesome. All right, man. Take care and have a good one. Thanks. All right, guys. That'll do it for me. Thanks again for those who were staying in touch and watching. It's kind of like a one-on-one session with Maverick here, and looking forward to doing some more with other people. I think it's a great learning experience for everybody to, just for me to sit down with them, see what they're made of, try to help them out with their game, and give them something to work on later on for the next stuff. I think that is it pretty much for me now. It's already almost 11 o'clock, so tomorrow I'm supposed to have the beginner tournaments, online tournaments here, but I don't have enough people. So if that's the case, then I may just end up making it just a regular beginner session. Unfortunately, so the good thing is that the beginners have moved on, become intermediates, and they're playing in that tournament. The bad thing is that I'm lacking fresh blood, like new people who want to learn the game, or people who aren't that good, that want to get better, that are still kind of in that beginner stage. So that's what I'm kind of battling with right now, is trying to figure out how do I get some new beginners to want to come into the sessions. I know some beginners are not available, like due to work. Maybe summertime is a little bit different, but the sessions are typically good. I usually bring in some intermediate players to play out with secondary or third string characters or whatever, to try them out. But the tournaments themselves, I really want to keep as a beginner level tournament, so no intermediate players, even though they'll play with their other characters. I think it's best to just keep it just strictly beginners. But yeah, if beginners, if I don't get enough beginner players, then I'll just make it a session tomorrow. And then Thursday will be the bigger tournament, the intermediate tournament. We do have enough players. In fact, I think we have like 17 players. If you're an intermediate player and you want to check out the tournament, or you want to play in the tournament, let me know. Again, I have a Facebook group for signups. Otherwise, you can always hit me up through Twitter, Facebook Messenger, whatever. Any PC tournaments? Not yet, Moo. Not yet. I want to say that maybe towards the end of summer, I might start doing some more PC sessions. July is really booked for me. I got like 2 or 3 tournaments going on, plus I have other stuff going on. And then August obviously is Evo, the beginning of August, and then I don't know what else I don't know what the future holds for me afterwards, but I'm gonna try to see if I can do some type of PC, like PC session would be great, just because I haven't done too many of those. And then if I can get some of that started, then maybe I'll do a PC tournament. The only thing I'm worried about the PC tournament is whatchamacallit. I know the connection will be better, but I've noticed that sometimes when my PC tries to stream at the same time that I'm actually hosting a game on the computer, it sometimes bogs down my CPU. It's a good laptop, but I didn't intend on streaming Tekken PC and playing on it at the same time. So maybe I'll dial down on some of the settings here with my stream to make it work out. But I think that we'll be able to make it work. At some point I'll be able to do the PC tournaments. Time to get a new Ryzen. It's actually a laptop, so I'd love to be able to build a desktop or custom desktop. Maybe try to save up some money for that and make it a better PC. But you know what? For what it does, you know, I'm able to take the laptop with me on work trips or wherever I go to play a little Tekken. It does really well streaming. I can stream, you know, the PS4 and also have the Twitch channel up and making sure that everything is good. But you know, I don't think it really has an issue with Tekken. I think if I want to stream, yeah, then that really starts to tax the hardware on this thing. The PC itself is about 2 years old, I think, almost. So it's still got some life into it. I don't think it can really upgrade the laptop any more than it is. I think it's one of those things where once I'm done with this, and I'll upgrade to the next level of laptops. And if you want to see what, let's see, I used to have in my Twitch channel my specs on my laptop, but I took it out because I didn't think it was anything pertinent. But it works really well. It has a good screen and good processor, memory, and all that stuff. But definitely look into getting a new computer in probably another year or so. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna stop it here. Again, thanks for everybody who's tuned in. Be back for tomorrow for either a session or a beginner's tournament. Catch you later guys. Peace out.